Today is 7 December, market trade bottoming tail, down 13.3074. The volume is actually quite low. Over the last 4 sessions itself, the low volume does indicate lack of activity. Over here we have deep retracement and over 1.5 weeks generally stuck in a trading range. The crisscrossing of the moving average also indications the market is actually resting at this point in time. There is lack of sense of direction. So it may continue to be so for the rest of the week. Our support is actually at 3050. This was tested today. Resistance is at 3090. These are the two levels I'd like to watch. Let's look at the US markets. This is S&P 500, very strong move, and it broke this downward trend line. At the resistance level, it kind of pulled back, trading a smaller bar. This is generally healthy. If you continue to do so, it's an indication of strength. I'd like to see eventually take out this resistance here at about 4607. Now we see similar patterns in Nasdaq. Again, very strong move here, and at the resistance level we have small body indications of pause, and if we continue to do so, generally that is alright, and we'd like to look for a catalyst eventually to take out this resistance level. And this resistance level is very significant and is tested on several occasions. And that level is about 14,446 or so. This is 10-year treasury yield. Notice it's very directional. 1326 is actually sloping downwards. It is approaching very obvious support level. So this level is significant. And that is just at about 406. We may see a reactions, but unless there's significant change in the perceptions of the Federal Reserve monetary policy, otherwise it's more likely to continue to actually trend downwards. This is taking the bias from the 1326 SMA, which are sloping downwards. So again, any bounce is likely to be just weak. Brent crudes, we see very severe sell down after this gap, and support is at $71. Now if you continue to do so, it's generally positive in the sense that it may help to moderate the inflation, and that may encourage the Federal Reserves to actually cut interest rate going forward. But this level here itself is not likely to break on first attempt, because this is tested on so many occasions and we do not see anything in recent months. So the first attempts in recent months is not likely to actually break. Let's take a look at the stock we'll be discussing. This is iFast, by far the strongest in recent week. But obviously it is a bit stretched. Here we have retracement. This is a big dipper setup. Two-bar callback high here is at 848. Now I prefer if the stock actually trades sideways, very much like this. Consolidate and then look for a break on the downside. Sorry, look for a break on the upside. This is Capital Corp. Very strong move here at the resistance. There's a pullback. Currently we have a big dipper setup. Two-bar callback high here is at 681. Now Sembcorp Industries has actually broke the support itself. This kind of damaged the pattern, so which means that it's more likely to consolidate for a while before we see a directional move. So this extra wide range bar is generally negative. We see some reactions here, and today we see a rejection of low, but by and large it does indicate that it will need more time for the consolidations to be completed. Venture, this we will consider as a much healthier pattern. Mentioned before that actually we see a rejection of the high. This is at about 100 days moving average. And finally managed to clear it, and that provides some level of support. At this point in time, it's actually a big dipper setup. To buy high as 1329. Franken stock finally actually moved up, approaching this resistance level. In fact, at that level we see a pullback, and actually today it managed to move up. Now we can actually look for pullback here and look for a setup. Now this break here is actually a small dipper setup, and if you notice, there's an increase in volume. Genting also has impressive showing today. Notice the wide range bar here. Again, this is it's preferred that if the stocks can take out this high here, and this is the recent high here is at 97 cents. $1 itself is a psychology resistance you've got to be aware of. Look for pullback and look for its setups to go long.